Hi, I'm Taylor, a yin yoga teacher, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to do dragon pose. This fiery pose can really help wake students up, and holding it can build so much heat that it can be uncomfortable for people. However, I'm going to give you a couple different variations so you can choose in your own practice or in your sequencing as a teacher exactly what to do. To begin, start in a tabletop position. Now, you don't have to use any props here. However, I most often like to use my bolster. A lot of places don't have, or studios don't have bolsters, so you can also use blocks underneath your hands and make sure they're a little bit over towards the left. I'll also demonstrate with my bolster here, as we'll be stepping the right foot forward first. This is the intention to have the prop slightly to the left. You can also pad your back knee by folding over the mat here or using one of those squishy pads that they have for knees in some studios. You can then take a big step forward with your right foot to the outside of your prop and lunge forward. This is the equivalent of lizard, but in yin, called dragon. Now, make sure here that you have a softness in your elbows to avoid locking out your joints, and you want your left hip flexor to be melting towards the mat. The foot stays, the right foot, on the mat. This is your first variation of dragon. For a lot of people, myself included, I find I have more spaciousness in my hip, in this case the right hip. If I roll to the outside edge of my foot, this is winged dragon. And it doesn't matter whichever variation of dragon you're in, other than the last one I'll demonstrate, you can wing in any of them. You can then come down onto your elbows, whether that's on a bolster, blocks, even your elbows towards the ground into low dragon. Notice here if you tend to interlace your fingers and grip here. I find a lot of people do this. See if you can invite your hands to be soft. If you come up back onto your hands, press your left hand into your bolster, push your right hand into the same leg, right leg, and you can look back over your shoulder into twisted dragon. And the last option is high dragon. Here I recommend having blocks, and you're not going to take quite as wide as a stance, but you'll want to come all the way up. So if you were on your knees to begin with, take a big step forward with your right, and lunge slightly forward, your knee in line with your right hip. Your blocks can come to their highest settings beside you for your hands to rest on. High dragon, because your chest is up, you're higher. As I said before, this is a very fiery pose. I recommend holding for 3 to 6 minutes, and you will notice maybe yourself, maybe your students fidgeting a lot here. Hold the pose. This is one of the most important yin principles. The only reason you should be moving out is that if there's too much discomfort or pain. You want no pain whatsoever. A little bit of discomfort is good. It means you're moving out of your comfort zone. It really wakes up the solar plexus and the sacral chakras, and if you want even more information on this pose, including practicing it in a sequence, I have all of that and how to teach it below in the description. Until next time, have a fabulous day.